This is more about living in the time of the coronavirus epidemic. Samuel Pepys and friend here, reporting in the year 0 CE. The original Sam was at ground zero in London for the fire and the plague. Newton skipped out on the plague, went to his mother's estate, wrote the Principia Mathematica. Myself, I don't know where I am. I don't know how things stand. The feeling persists that the craziness is reaching a crescendo. It's not as if we're approaching an end, only a high point. I expect that we will be going much higher before we are through. Dr. Fauci and the experts talk in terms of nightmare scenarios. The trumpet continues to minimize the threat. I do not know where we are. My son still has not received the response to his test. Of course, that is eating away at him. People ask him about something next week, the softball game, or meeting for a drink, and he doesn't know what to say. My partner has a brunch scheduled for next Monday. Will her friends still come? The field mouse would say, do not do it. Do as little as possible for as long as possible. That's his plea. What a way to live your life. Do as little as possible for as long as possible. In his speech last night, the field mouse pulled off a coup. His approval rating must be nearing 100%. By not issuing any orders, simply saying, come on, let's do this together, he offended just about no one, except for the hardcore haters. And he flattered the hell out of his admirers. The only thing he did not do was offer free slices of his wife's pies. I heard a man talking about people in hospitals, in ICUs and on respirators. And someone asked him how they were able to pay for that kind of care. And he said that early on, the government was fearful that people would avoid medical treatment because of the prohibitively high expense. And so they made the decision then to cover all the costs of all the people on respirators. When I heard that, I wondered exactly how much that would cost everyone on respirators in America. I know the feds can print money, but I'm not sure they can print that much. The field mouse made his regular appearance today, and he was boring. He had nothing to say, so he had the doctor, who came up with the color-coded scheme of showing virus activity in each county, explain that scheme. That would have been hugely boring anyway, but the field mouse had already explained it, so it was doubly boring, doubly hugely boring. And I'm very happy. I like a boring field mouse. I know he has spoken his piece. It was well received, and now he is back to being boring. I can't ask for more than that, not even a slice of fruit pie. Our son tested positive. He seems in good health and should be nearing the end of the 14-day incubation period, so it looks as if he might be one of the ones who are nearly asymptomatic. The problem is whether or not he infected any of us. For the past few days, for several reasons, he has worked from our home at my computer, and he ate brunch and dinner with us. So it would seem that the chances for passing the coronavirus would be optimal. Of course, your perspective on the entire pandemic changes when you, literally, internalize it like this. It is no longer a distant, objective threat. I think about people going from robust to dead in 3 days, and people on a respirator for over a month. Then I stop thinking about that, and I go about my business. However, it's not that simple. We're going to have a birthday party on Saturday, tomorrow. Go ahead or cancel. What about my partner's Monday morning brunch, or the family dinner on Monday night? I interact with family only. My partner is more social, so she has more decisions to make. We probably should get tested, but it seems a bother, and I don't want to add to the field mouse's numbers. It really is so strange. It's such a beautiful morning. Clear blue sky, warm, a bit too warm and muggy, but still peaceful. The birds are chirping, and the possibility of illness and death is imminent. A very strange time gets even more intimately strange. Camus wrote about the stranger, a person alienated from everything, even his own being. I feel, in a way, as if, today, I have become the stranger. He also wrote a book called The Plague. I would say today, Albert, I think I'm beginning to understand.